And here we are again, Red Boswell with IFPG, and this is a new series I'm doing in this crazy time called COVID-19, Franchise Leaders Respond. I'm joined today by a true franchise leader and visionary, our good friend, Bryan Klein from the Max Challenge. Welcome, Bryan. Thanks for being with us today.
Thanks so much for having me, Red.
So, Ryan, let's get right to it. We've got, in the next few minutes, love to understand what you and the Max Challenge, what's your view of right now? What are you doing, your attitudes now and in the future? And by the way, do not leave out the insanely cool deal that you did this past Saturday. Now, I got to be honest, I participated visually, but not physically. So share more about that.
So last weekend, we ran the very past weekend, Saturday. So just exactly probably a week after the government mandated that we completely closed down, shut operations. You know, we were already in action. We were running live classes, but I went live literally out of my garage, right? Because you can't go into the centers. They're locked. They're closed. And we ran a virtual class nationwide.
Now, what are your classes? Some folks aren't familiar with the Max Challenge.
So the Max Challenge combines exciting fitness classes with motivation and nutrition counseling to help people make absolutely amazing changes in their lives. So, you know, this was a big ding in our plan because we were going forward, and we were going forward fast. Then all of a sudden, like all of us, COVID-19 hits, and you know, but we sprung into action very quickly. And to Red's point, this past Saturday we ran a class for over 2,000 people. We broadcasted live over Facebook and over YouTube, and it was absolutely outstanding. The positive vibes that we've generated from people that were already members and people that weren't members is just through the roof. And
so this is a workout online, and did you hit some Guinness Book of World Records? Oh my gosh, 2,000 people globally and certainly across America working out together with your leadership.
I have to double check because in the craziness, I mean, I quickly looked it up, and you know, but I think it was 2,300 and something at one time. So we probably fell a little bit short of that, but you know, it's still going. People are still engaging with the video. That even though it was live over the weekend, it's still on the internet. We're going to host a watch party this week to try to get the viewership up even more. And it's in the tens of thousands by now.
And I assume you've got, with your 100+ franchisees with the Max Challenge, you've got them each doing their own remote virtual workouts on a multi-day basis?
Definitely. So we've kept the class schedules as normal as possible and as close to what people were already following. In other words, if a center was offering 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m., you know, whatever, and then 4 p.m., whatever, they maintained the same schedule and sprung into action. And almost literally in a matter of days, it took us about 3 or 4 days to get completely online, but now they're completely online, offering a full schedule of classes. And, you know, the feedback that we're getting from members is outstanding because it gives them some normalcy in this time of complete uncertainty.
And you had never done the virtual stuff you're doing today. This is all new. You just sprang into action, put it all together. Your franchisees rallied and you made it happen?
Pretty close to that. Pretty close to that. So, you know, we have an absolutely fantastic support team at the corporate level. And we have close to 30 people that are dedicated to franchisee support. So, you know, we immediately got on the phone with each and every franchisee, began to train them up in the application that we were going to use, and very quickly converted the entire operation over to a virtual experience. And it's far beyond just the classes. It literally has become a virtual experience. So, you know, the instructor interaction, just in a week's time, we've improved our delivery through this application. I think that's important for any brand out there that's looking to go virtual. You know, it's not about just flipping the switch and that's it. So you flip the switch, you put it on, and now our support team is now training up the field people to deliver the experience in an exceptional manner. So they're interacting with the membership, they're providing corrections, they're using their names, they're following up with them afterwards, just the same way they would if it was a one-to-one. You know, it's about connecting with them, not just about running the class. Anyone could throw in a videotape. It's about connecting with the people that are on the other side of the computer screen.
Well, Brian, we haven't done anything behind the scenes prepping for this, so I'm just curious, do you have any unique examples of, since this has occurred in just this short week and a half or so that you've scrambled into action, any stories from franchisees or from clients about feel-good stories or encouraging stories for folks out there that are a bit fearful and frustrated with the human race, the hoarding and everything else?
Definitely, without a doubt. I mean, first of all, the way that our franchisees are rallying behind each other, for any, franchisee or franchisor out there that's considering doing something like this, these people have band together like they've never done before. They've always been a pretty tight group, but they're really working together to make sure that each and every one of them has the best chance of success. So every day at 1 o'clock, we host a coaching meeting, and I get on there along with our regional directors. And it's amazing to see the level of support that these franchisees are providing to each other. They pose their questions to me, but then, I almost always open up the answer to the questions to the floor, to the franchisees that are executing on the front lines. And they're helping each other in a way that's just undescribable. And that, just goes to show, people, when their back is up against the wall, their true colors show. And I believe that most people are really good and will help each other when put in a situation like this.
Yeah, it's you hear the analogy of franchising with the Zor and the Z is like a marriage. And not to demean the Z, but it's also like a parenting relationship. And when those things occur, because I was a Zor back 04, 05, and certainly 8, 9, 10. And to see the Z's rally and support and care and love and show unselfish maturity, oh my gosh, it's like a parent and the child, and you just want to hug them and kiss them. Such pride.
It's absolutely amazing. And to see them acting in a manner that's purely unselfish and for the greater good is absolutely amazing. And I think it's going to put us in a position to come out of this even stronger than positioning us for an incredible rebound.
Fantastic. I believe it as well. We've look into that rebound, look into the future. Okay, we know where we're at. You are making the most of this situation, and kudos to you and the Max Challenge team. What do you see for the future? Give us some insights in your opinion.
So I do think that this is going to go on for a bit. I feel that right now what our brand is doing, and I encourage every brand to do, is we refer to it like this: we're building a white picket fence around our membership base, right? And within that white picket fence, we're protecting what we already built. Where a lot of companies are really looking to see what else they could grab and this and that. I don't think that now is the time. I think now is the time to really, solidify what we got, hold on to what we got. Maybe in the coming weeks, depending how it goes, we'll go out and seek new business more regularly. But right now, we're going to protect what we got, bring our team together, tighter as a team. And when this thing is over, beyond a shadow of a doubt, I feel like we're going to rebound 10 times greater than we were before this.
So speaking of the white picket fence and really taking care of what you got, how does that topic transfer to the Fran Deb side of things? So have you seen, maybe you haven't even checked, are there new leads coming in, as we've seen with some franchisors? I mean, you're in a sector that probably is suffering more than most from new leads coming in.
Well, we're still getting leads coming in, and that's, beyond a shadow. I'm very happy about that. And we're converting our processes on that side over to, virtual discovery days, doing everything via, Zoom, et cetera. And it's only going to make us stronger and better. But what I really do believe is that by taking care of the franchisees first, by shoring up the experience that our current franchisees are going through, letting them know we're here with you, shoulder to shoulder. We understand your pain, and we're going to get through this together. And we are going to get through it, by the way, and it is going to be okay. People need to hear that. We're going to get through this. It's going to be okay. This too shall pass, over and over again. But by creating and solidifying our relationships with our current franchisees, as this situation starts to progress, they're going to be our raving fans. And they're going to be still providing excellent validation, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable obstacles. They're going to still validate strongly, because they do truly feel, because it's the truth, that we're in it shoulder to shoulder and that we will overcome this.
Yes. Back to that marriage, the sacrificial aspect of for richer, for poorer, for sickness, and health. We're experiencing some sickness and health issues at the moment in this whole global economy, but you're committed and you're taking care of them, and you personally are making sacrifices for the good of the whole.
They're all doing it. I could tell you one quick story. There's a franchisee, and she came down with COVID, and and she's in horrible shape. She showed up to our 1 o'clock meeting. I told you before, we have a 1 o'clock meeting every single day. Every single franchisee shows up to the meeting. It's not because it's mandated. They want to be there to support each other, to support the brand. And, at the end, I said, folks, I have a feeling this is going to get harder before it gets easier. People that we know, people that we really respect, people that are close to us may start to present with symptoms, and that's when we're going to truly be tested. And I was just saying at the end is like a little pep talk to prepare them for what I thought was coming. But we're still going to get through it, and we're going to remain positive. And then she rose her hand and she said, I've been sick for 3 days. I have this terrible cough. I can't sleep at night, but I've been getting up and doing what I got to do and right then and there, the franchisees started, bouncing in, don't worry about it. You got to rest. You got to take care of your health. We're going to run your operation for the time being, neighboring franchisees. And that's absolutely amazing. That's not something that you could train in a 1 or 2 week training. That's something that you build over time. And the brands that, really truly invest in the relationships, in my opinion, are the ones that are going to rebound faster, because those relationships are going to be more important than ever to get through this and then to rebound and then to succeed into the future.
Amen. I was some 4, 5, 6 days ago, I was venting to Don, IFPG founder, and sharing with him that I was having a bad attitude about how this is impacting lives, and not from the health standpoint, but more from just I thought it was ridiculous what was happening in the overall country. And Don said, Red, I personally, living in northern New Jersey, my family knows there's 5 people that have passed away through this in New York. He knew 3 of them. So it really hits home with some folks, and you just got to take it in perspective like that. I was encouraged to hear that. I was really surprised, honestly, to hear that in the entire globe, with the thousands that have, hundreds of thousands that have contracted it, and thousands, no doubt, that have passed away, not a single one of them was 10 or under the age of 10, under the age of 10. So that was encouraging to hear that it's not impacting children quite as much as we had feared. But
and from what I understand, the large majority of people do get better. So that's important.
Yeah, important to remember for sure. Social distancing, a sacrifice for the moment. Let's make it happen together. I am, of course, at the IFPG offices, but no one else is in this office. I'm in the Dallas office. Everyone else is in northern New Jersey, and we're certainly keeping them safe and practicing good habits during this very tough time. As we wrap up, Bryan Klein with the Max Challenge, anything else, sir, that you can share with us about where you're at today, your mental state, your team, the future of the Max Challenge and franchising as a whole?
This is a temporary blip in time, right? And it's like my teenage son said to me. This is the truth. He said to me, Dad, he goes, there's about 1 million things that could kill you always, right? Like you could get hit by a bus, you could get hit by a car, like you could list all these things, probably 1 million or more things. He goes, so now there's 1,000,001. So when it's your time, it's your time, right? And so I do believe that. I think that we have to remain positive. We have to remain strong. We have to remain optimistic for ourselves, for our franchisees, for our families, and ultimately small business is the backbone of this country. So together we're going to get through this, and we're not just going to get through it, right? We're going to not only survive, but we're going to thrive right after this. We're going to come back. Rebound is going to be strong.
You're a true visionary and inspiration. Now, as a wrap up, what's the future for the beard, my friend? It's looking strong. What's the plan?
This is going to keep going. So I'm looking forward to the IFPG retreat, where this is going to be a nice long
Okay.
For everybody to pull on. It's going to be good luck. For all the brokers are going to pull on this for good luck to bring everybody good luck for them.
Well, mine is not going to be that long, I can assure you. So I'll be one of those that doesn't pull on yours. Thank you, Bryan Klein with the Max Challenge, for being part of IFPG and an inspiration to so many and a good friend to so many in franchising. Thanks for all you're doing for humanity and for franchising.
Thanks so much, Red. Very much appreciated. Have a great day, man.
You too.